Hello, Namaste everyone. This is As Muhammad Khan and I again welcome you with very interesting topic that how should we dissolve water into acid or what happens when we dissolve water into acid. Yes student, for the dilution of an acid what should we do? We should add water. And in the adding of the water we should be careful and we should add the water carefully drop by drop because it is highly exothermic reaction. Means when the water reacts with acid then it releases the ion, and with releasing of the ions it also releases the heat. So the dissolving an acid or a base in water is highly exothermic reaction, and in both case acid or base what is released, it is ions. With ions heat is also released. That's why we can say it is highly exothermic reaction. That's why we should be careful when we add the water in acid or base. For this what should we do? Like we should take the water and that water we should add in the acid slowly and drop by drop. And when we add the water into acid, at that time what is released? The first is hydrogen ions are released, and after the hydrogen ion hydronium ions are released. For example, if we add water into hydrochloric acid, then what is released in this? It is hydrogen ion and chlorine ion. When these hydrogen ion again react with water, then what is produced here? It is hydronium ion. Hydronium ion. So when the water is added into acid, then hydrogen or hydronium ion are released, and due to that the acid conducts the electricity in them, and we should be careful in adding the water because it is highly exothermic reaction, student. Next reaction is water with base. Means when add the water into the base, then what happens? Like what is formula of water? It is H2O, and we add the one base like one alkali and AOH in it. Then we should be also careful in this case, and what is released here? It is sodium ion and hydroxide ion. Like this, when the water is mixed with magnesium hydroxide, then what is produced here? It is Mg and hydroxide ions. So this is the reaction that takes place when we dissolve acid. When we dissolve acid in water or base in water, and it is highly exothermic reaction. Now in both the reaction what is common, or what is common in acid or base? Releasing of ions. Releasing of ions is common in both acid and base. Means when we add water in acid or base, then they release ions. and with the help of that releasing of ions, they can conduct the electricity. And with the help of releasing of ions, we can also know about their strength. Means if they release more hydrogen ion, it means they are strong acid. If they release less hydrogen ion or hydronium ion, it means they are weak acid. Like this, if the base release more hydroxide ion, it means they are strong base. If they release less hydroxide ion, it means they are weak base. And with the help of releasing of these ions in the presence of water, we can know their nature, means from which type of nature they belong. They are acidic or basic. We know with the help of presence of water, because in the presence of water they release hydrogen or hydroxide ion. Like, again I am repeating, we take the litmus paper. There are the two type of litmus paper, student, blue litmus paper and red litmus paper. With the help of blue litmus paper, we know the presence of acid, because the blue litmus paper is turned into red litmus paper in the presence of acid, and acid should be water containing, because if there will be no water, then they will not release the hydrogen ion, and in this case we can't check the nature of that particular substance. For this, what should we have? We should have wet litmus paper or liquid acid or base. If they are not liquid state, then we can't check their nature. We can check their nature only with the help of water, student. Like, if we check dry HCl or HCl gas nature, then at that case, that litmus paper will not change its color. Why will it not change? Because the hydrogen ion will not produce, and due to the no production of hydrogen ion, there will be no change of the color. So it is the condition. Like this, with the help of red litmus paper, we know the presence of base, because that red litmus paper is changed into blue in the presence of base, and base should be in liquid state, or the litmus paper should be wet. Otherwise, we can't check the nature of the litmus particular chemical substance with the help of litmus paper, student. So it is about the acid and base when we dissolve them in water. Now we will study about that how do we know the strength of acid or base. So student, now we will discuss about the strength of an acid or a base. Strength of an acid or base depends on their ions that are released by them when they are dissolved in water. If they release the more ions, it means they have the more strength. If they release the less ions, it means they have the low strength. So their strength depends on the ions that are released by them when they are dissolved in water. Like acids release hydrogen ion when they are dissolved in water. So if they release the more hydrogen ions, it means the acid is strong in nature. If they release the less ion when they are dissolved in water, it means they are weak acid. So the strong acid examples are hydrochloric acid, sulfuric acid, nitric acid. They are known as strong acid because they release the more hydrogen ion when they are dissolved in water. Weak acid are the acid that release the less hydrogen ion when they are dissolved in water. And the example is acetic acid CH3COOH, formic acid that is HCOOH. What are they? They are the example of weak acid. So the weak acid release the less hydrogen ions. Now we come on the base. When the bases are dissolved in water, then what they release? They release hydroxide ion. If they release the more hydroxide ion, it means the base is strong base. If they release the less hydroxide ion, it means they are weak base. So the strong base example is sodium hydroxide, potassium hydroxide, magnesium hydroxide, calcium hydroxide. They are the example of strong base. And weak base examples are ammonium hydroxide, ammonia. They are the example of weak base. So how do we know the strength of an acid or base? With the help of the releasing of ion. And that releasing of ion is tested by a scale, and that scale is known as pH scale, student. Now what is pH? That pH word is generated from one German word that is potence. That is potence. Potence means power. So it is the scale from which we measure the power of hydrogen. And in this, if we speak about its formula that you will study in your senior classes, the formula of this is minus log 10 hydrogen ion. It is the formula of pH. And with the help of this formula, you can calculate the pH of a substance. This is the formula. Now, what is it? It has one scale, and with the help of that scale, we can measure the nature of the particular chemical substance, and it is the scale from which we can know acidic, basic, or neutral nature of a chemical substance. Because it has magnitude, means pH scale has magnitude from 0 to 14, and if the pH is near to 0, means it is 0, 1 or 2, it means the acid is strong. If it is near to 7, means it is 5, 6, 7, it means the acid is weak. So the strength is measured with the help of pH scale. Like this, we can also measure the strength of the base with the help of pH. If the pH is near 14, means it is 13, 12, then we can say that the base is strong. If it is near to 7, like 7.2, 3, 4, 5 or 8, then we can say that the base is weak. if the particular chemical substance like the distilled water, if it has the pH 7, then we can say that the particular chemical substance is neutral in nature. So with the help of this scale we can measure the nature of the particular chemical substance. Like if the pH is in between 0 to 6.9, then we can say that particular substance is acid. If the pH is 7, then we can say that the particular chemical substance is neutral. If the pH is in between 7.1 to 14, then we can say that the particular chemical substance is base. So it is the magnitude of the pH from which we can know the chemical nature of the chemical substance, means it is acidic, basic or neutral. So now you will read this topic in your book and try to understand all the questions. Thank you very much, dear student, and have